Hello, everybody. I'm Dan Lucy on the Ozarks First Digital Desk. July 24th, 2020 is a unique date in Major League Baseball history. 5 years ago, July 24th was opening day. Nowadays, opening day is usually in late March or early April. But 5 years ago, our world was in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and one of the casualties was sports. Because of the spread of the disease, every sporting event was canceled for months. By July, baseball had decided to give it a go, but with some certain rules. Teams were in bubbles, and no fans were allowed to go to the games. So that was the scenario. Let's take Danny's Wayback Machine to July 24th, 2020. St. Louis opened the season at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tyler O'Neill would open the scoring in the third inning with this solo shot to left. That made it 1-0 Cardinals. Jack Flaherty was on the hill for St. Louis, and he would go 7 innings with 6 strikeouts. You can see the empty stadium, no fans allowed, as Jack walked off to the dugout. Dexter Fowler takes this one deep to right in the 5th inning, giving St. Louis a 2-0 lead. Just for the record, Tyler O'Neill, Jack Flaherty, Dexter Fowler, all Springfield Cardinals. In the 6th, Yadier Molina gets an RBI single, and St. Louis would hold on to beat the Pirates 5-4 in that season opener in July in an empty Busch Stadium. In that game, Yadier Molina set a Major League record by making his 16th straight opening day start at catcher for St. Louis. But it was definitely a strange and unsettling times for sports in the summer of 2020. I will always remember an impromptu news conference at Missouri State with then athletics director Kyle Motes. He stated Missouri State was canceling the rest of sports for that spring season, and he did not know when sports would return. By July, things were slowly starting to get back to normal, but there was no Springfield Cardinals season in 2020. In fact, all of the major leagues were canceled that summer of 2020, but Hammons Field was busy. Major League Baseball had set up alternate training sites to have players ready to go up to the big league teams. Each team had a 30-man roster, but they could have a taxi squad of 3 players that traveled with the team. That was in case a current player got COVID and the taxi squad player could take his spot. At Hammons Field, St. Louis worked out its minor league players, developing their skills the best they could, and they played games in that bubble. Fans were not allowed in. Neither was the media. We shot this video from outside of the stadium through the metal bars at Hammons. It was a strange time indeed. I will never forget the year 2020. It was the year that sports was canceled. Let's pray that we never have to go through that again. For more Sports Watch Ozarks First News at 9 and 10, and I'll see you then.